Gio Scelzi. We're here at Attica Raceway Park for the Doty Classic. Just got done with engine heat, which is unique to our type of racing. We have no clutches, no transmissions, so we have to be push started by a truck. So we're either in gear or in neutral. So we ride out on the racetrack, drop in gear, a truck pushes us off, and we fire our engines. We sit here and run the car for 3 to 4 minutes, getting a water temperature in it, heating the oil, heating the block, heating the heads. So me and Adam Clark, the crew chief, will talk about stagger, tire spacing, gear ratios, all sorts of things that typically lead into our decision making throughout the night. So just got done with hot laps, which essentially is our only practice session throughout the night. The only session that does not count for our starting spot. Car felt okay. You get about 3 laps, so it's hard to really tell if your car's any good or not. Not looking to set a lap time, really just looking for balance. So when we come in, guys, we'll check stagger, tire pressure. I talk with Adam here. We're gonna make a couple of changes to the front bars and see if we can get the car stuck in the racetrack a bit more. Racing on dirt, the dirt's constantly changing with the sun, the wind. You can see it already blowing dust behind me. So trying to get the car stuck in the racetrack more.
And from Fresno, California, in the Logan Contractor Supply, Ted's Body Shop, JMT Trucking, Bergen, KDV, number 18, Hot Sauce, Gio Scelzi. JJ Hickle in 97, Gio Scelzi in car number 18. Opening lap for Scelzi, third quick at a 12.729, 127.29. Scelzi second quick on lap number 2 at a 12.658, 12658. Second quick for Gio Scelzi in the number 18.
Yep, so just finished qualifying. I think we ended up third quick, which puts us second in Heat 1 next to Kyle Larson. Got to run top 2 to make the dash, which is extremely important. Typically, qualifying is 2 laps. We're doing 2 cars at a time right now to try to get the track not to slow down as much. You go as fast as you can possibly go. You're on the absolute ragged edge for 2 laps to try to set that lap time. So came in, the boys are going to make some changes to the car. They're going to tighten up a little bit more. This place typically slicks off very, very fast throughout the night, and you don't want to be caught out being way too loose. So he's grinding the tire behind me. They made some changes to the engine, trying to make it more drivable on the slick surface racetrack. So solid start to the night. Got to keep it going.
No worries. I appreciate it.
Yep. Man, these are old.
We are green flag racing once again. Once again, Kyle Larson leads into turn 1. This time the battle is for second. Gio Scelzi has it, challenged by the 7BC of Tyler Courtney. Brad Sweet in 4th as they roll out of turn number 4. Side by side for second. Scelzi on the outside, Sunshine down low.
We just got done with our heat race. We finished second. The heat race is a 10-lap race, lying straight up off qualifying. Top 2 finishers go to the dash. And typically, depending on how many cars are in the signed in for the night, that's how many go to the feature. So tonight, I think 5 transfer out of the 4 heat races. So 20 cars total go to the A main. Everybody else has to go to a B or a C main. Car felt decent in the heat race. A lot of track prep there before the first heat, so we were a little bit tight. Typical for watering a dirt racetrack. Obviously, more grip in the racetrack. So they're going to do their normal deal: roll stagger, check air pressure. See if we're going to make any changes before the dash. Which finishing second put us in that dash.
Number 1, he will draw. The number 2 is what he's looking for. That's the best pill that he can find, and their row 2's been claimed. There it is. It's the number 2, and he's excited about that.
Drew a 2 in the dash, which means we start second in a 8-lap race, and that finishing position lines you up for the A main starting spot. So made a few adjustments, changed the front torsion bar, put some preload in the right rear bar, which is pretty typical for these race cars. So standard stuff, just trying to stay ahead of it because this track seems to go slick very, very fast. So I'm just trying to stay on the right side of it and be tight enough for the end.
Toyota dash is green. Side by side into turns 1 and 2. James McFadden leading it, now challenged by the 18 of Scelzi. Right there with the 2 of them, the 57 of Kyle Larson, who now looks to the inside of Scelzi, battling for second into turn 1. Scelzi back to the outside, right rear over the banking. making the move on the inside. Kyle Larson for second, and now challenging for third, the 41 of Carson Macedo.
Dash is over, started second, ran fourth. Just kind of put myself in a bad spot there off turn 2 and opened myself for a slider off turn 4. So not terrible, still starting up front. Anytime you can make the dash, give yourself some more laps is always helpful. We're going to make a few more changes, put a bigger wicker bill on. Obviously you're putting 25 more gallons of fuel in to fill the fuel tank up, so that's going to change the way the car acts quite a bit. So 40 laps is a very, very long time around this racetrack, so it's going to change a lot. They're putting some water on it right now. I think they're blading off the cushion, so it'll be very, very racy. You'll see a lot of slide jobs and a lot of moving around.
Attica Raceway Park, you one of the best. You got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt. The world of Outlaws, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars! It's Brand Doty Classic presented by Racing Optics. Kyle Larson to the cushion, J-Mac on the bottom. Larson leads out of turn 2.
Features over here, Attica Raceway Park. Brad Doty Classic 2023 is officially over. Not the way we wanted to end the night. Started 4th, ran 7th. Still a solid top 10 finish, but the track dried out more and more as the race went on. The cushion got a lot heavier and a lot trickier. So the line everybody was running, it started to kind of move down a little bit. So didn't move quite fast enough. Didn't drive as aggressive and as well as I wanted to. The guys did an extremely good job. I feel like they made the right choices all night. They worked really, really hard. So got a long 4 days ahead of us, and see if we can do good.